Hello, stargazers, and welcome to Cancer season in the IRL sky. The sun is dancing with the stars of Cancer, and we just had the Cancer new moon on the 24th of July. And today, the 26th of July, and yesterday, the 25th, are very significant Mayan astrology days. So, we're going to be discussing that, but mainly this video is about the Cancer new moon and what it means for us, because there was a very significant Pluto opposition that happened. So if you're curious about how the cosmos can lead you into deeper trust and alignment in your life with the earth, within yourself, then stick around and listen up. Listen up. So here we are at the Cancer new moon that happened earlier this week. And you can see there that the sun and the moon are in Cancer in the 10th house. And it's opposing Pluto in Capricorn in the 4th house. So this was a profound transformative time for how you nurture and take care of yourself within your own private spaces, within your own home, right? When no one's looking, how are you taking care of yourself? How are you supporting yourself? And when you think about your outward expression, what it is that you do or what it is that you're known to do out in the world, your career, your art, your creations, to really consider how this is very deeply being transformed. But it starts at home. It starts within. It starts with, the old phrase goes, you putting your own house in order before you go out and, put the world in order, essentially. And this was a very intense time emotionally, because Cancer has us really get more in tune to the intricacies and the subtleties of our emotion and the depth of our own intuitive knowing, and how truly very delicate those emotional feelings can be, and to tune into how we might be feeling really, really intensely emotional about how much we're transforming or how much we're being asked to transform and unveil this new layer of us, this new way that we want to exist and be with the world. It might even be that what you previously wanted to do or what you were previously really successful at doing, you need to be really honest with the emotions that are moving through your body around how you might want to completely do that differently or show up differently. And this is very interesting because Gemini season, especially with Gemini being where the midhaven was during the new moon and where Jupiter is, we can feel this sense of like, oh, I want to know. I want to know very clearly what it is that I'm moving towards. I want to have the whole plan. I want to have the whole vision. I want to know all the people I'm going to be working with and collaborating with. I want to know right now. And especially if this has to do with like how you make money and how you create service and value in the world, remember that you are of service and of value by just existing, right? That is what we're here to remember during Cancer season, is by just existing and being ourselves, we are immensely valuable and immensely of service to everything, right? We are a role model of love when we treat ourselves with that level of love. But that Gemini energy really wants us to know. It wants us to very deeply figure out and have an epiphany around like, this is the way that I'm going to be now, and these are the things that I'm going to do. But it's a little bit of a slower change. It's a bit of a time to get reflective and a time to go inward and a time to listen to your intuition, especially when your intuition is just leading you places where you don't know where you're going to end up. You're just feeling a sense, you're feeling a pull, you're feeling a draw, but you don't know where that's going to go. You don't see the whole road ahead. You just feel the nudge, you feel the niggle. And it's time to really listen to that and to honor it. And with Mercury really in this space between Cancer and Leo and in retrograde right now, it's really a time of not needing to know, of not needing to have all the answers, but instead really deeply nurturing yourself and giving yourself a break from just being kind to the way that you think about yourself, right? Where you're not just a production machine, you're not just um, an epiphany factory, right? Someone who's here to just have breakthrough after breakthrough and skipping timelines and doing quantum jumps and leaps, etc., which is kind of the addiction of Gemini or air signs, or even Sagittarius energy opposing Gemini. It's really this energy of, okay, what do you actually need to be nourished? What do you need to be nourished during this season of your life, during this season of the year, right? Whether it's summer or winter, depending on your hemisphere, really giving yourself grace with the way that you think about yourself and the way that you perceive yourself in life. And really deeply knowing that your dreams are coming true, but it gets to come true from a place of being extremely compassionate, loving, and easeful with yourself rather than just forcing. And with the North Node currently about to enter Aquarius, it's in that shoreline between Pisces and Aquarius right now. We might be feeling this deep sense of what I create needs to be of value. It needs to be giving back and contributing to the world some way. And I need to be doing that every single day. I need to be knowing that I'm of service and contributing to the world every way. And this is beautiful until it's a way to beat yourself up and to be a martyr and to be really hard on yourself, right? So the energy and the medicine is really in the South Node, is remember to have fun, remember to play, remember to enjoy the journey, right? And remembering that you enjoying the journey and having fun and play and being easy with yourself as you go through this deep journey of reconnecting to your intuition, slowing down a little bit, not having to just be producing and having immense clarity of exactly where you're going, but instead focusing on having fun, having joy, having ease, whatever that feels like for you, whatever that looks like, and knowing that cultivating that way of being is actually going to be how you get to, creating the action, the results that are going to be of the greatest service for the greatest good of all, right? It starts from within. And this is such a hard lesson for me, as it might be hard for all of you, but this is really why Cancer season is here. It's here to give us that sense of heart connectedness from the energy and the new epiphanies and the new ideas of Gemini, and also the healing that very much happens in the mental space and the psychology of Gemini into the action, the bold energy of Leo. We need that reprieve. We need that time to reconnect to ourselves and remember to have compassion and forgiveness and ease and comfort, and to just do what feels good and easy and joyful and healthy for you right now. Just nurture yourself in whatever way that looks like, and the world will be okay. And you actually doing that is what the world needs as well. We need more people exemplifying, self-care and self-love in that way, without just being like production capitalist, horses in whatever sense of the word. Okay, so a couple more things I really want to mention is that Chiron is still in Pisces and it's currently in the 7th house. So you might have particularly been feeling some pain or wounding coming up around your relationships, around your partnerships. And this is so important because being present to those wounds means that we have the opportunity to heal them and to be really loving with the way that we do so, right? Just because we're experiencing wounding and pain in relationships doesn't mean that's the way it has to go. It actually is an opportunity. It's a calling. It's a yearning. It's a cry for help to focus healing and presence and therapeutic support to that area. So be extremely, again, loving with yourself, gentle with yourself, rather than judging yourself or having shame or fear that this is what's going on. Instead, take it as an opportunity that more love, more ease, more healing gets to occur in relational spaces for you. And one of the last things I want to discuss is Mars. Mars is at the very end of Leo, about to enter the crown of Virgo. He already pretty much is there, but he's also opposing Neptune and Saturn, which are still very close together in Pisces. And so there's this really profound level of your own art, your deepest creation, your deepest desire, your deepest like psychic knowing and intuitive creation coming forth from you and taking action towards that. And remembering that it doesn't have to look so forceful, that it gets to look more playful. It gets to actually look and feel really natural, because you sharing your art, sharing your creation, sharing your intuition with the world is your natural, most authentic expression. It doesn't have to look like force. It doesn't even have to look like bravery. It just has to look like you being brave enough to be natural you, right? To not have to force anything, to not have to wear a mask, to not have to perform anymore. You get to go up there and show off your natural, God-given, goddess expressed talent. And this is a different paradigm for how we think when we're making our art. It's not the same as like producing and making things happen, right, that we've been conditioned to do in our capitalistic society. We get to really truly be ourselves. And that is an expression of your inner child. And this is what Cancer season is really about, is giving your inner child so much grace, so much space to show up and be nurtured and be held. And that means maybe you writing songs, you dancing, you creating, you making comedy, you writing the book, you doing whatever it is that you do in such a beautiful, natural way. It doesn't have to be difficult in order for it to be miraculous and beautiful. So take it easy with yourself, have some fun, be graceful, be forgiving, maybe slow down. Just remember to enjoy the ride, and the art and the creation that you will produce from there will be magnificent. Mwah. If you like that reading and you want even more support in embodying the power and the magic and the beauty of the cosmos every single solar season and every moon cycle, then join the Cosmic Year program. It is full of embodiment practices for every single solar season of the 13 zodiacal constellations. And next, we're doing Leo season. And for Cancer season, I also recorded a very powerful activation in experiencing compassion and grace with yourself, as this Cancer season is sure to give us a deep lesson in nurturing ourselves and having more compassion and ease and love for ourselves like never before. The link is below. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you for Leo season. Thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you for Leo season.